Hey, here we go. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. AB, how you going? Spook, Jed, what's crack-a-lackin'? Anthony, how you going? Johnny, Richard, how you all going? Welcome in, welcome in. Bring on the beef. Damos, thank you, mate. Trollbot, hello, brother. Kobe, bro, what's going on? Thank you, mate. Shout out back, Spook. What's everyone else doing anyway on this Wednesday afternoon? Do you think about the day you died on the table often? Which time? It's happened. It's happened 4 times. All right. So I get asked this every single live. So that tattoo there is a prison watchtower. That is the prison barbed wire. It says "wanted" in the barbed wire. That is the number 13 that has no association with any gang or bike club or anything. 2 of my children were born on the 13th, one of them on Friday the 13th. And that teardrop represents the death of a family member. Colin, how you going, mate? Nah, no worries. It's probably the most commonly asked question that I'm asked, to be honest. Did you happen to see my question about having a look at the Steve Williams case, a bit of research, and your views and thoughts on this could? Yeah, I'm definitely having a look into it now. So yeah, without saying too much, that's probably what I'm going to be delving into with the newspapers and the producers and stuff. I can't say too much, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be covering that. Mr. Binks, what's going on? Thank you, Robbio. What's everyone doing, anywho? Hey, tell me this: who, when they're on Swanson Street, goes to that pizza place on Swanson Street that sells the $5 pizzas, $5 slices of pizzas? Look at that. That's a quarter of a pizza right there. I asked for 3 pieces. It cost me $15 and it filled up 3 quarters of a pizza box. Having a bug. That's the go. Got a bug. Hey, Biff. What's Langi Kalkal like? So Langi Kalkal is a protection prison. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, they're really, really good. So good. Bit of Xbox, so multitasking. Yeah, mine's just over there. So we are so for all of my viewers, subscribers, members that are gamers. So we are going to start doing gaming stuff as well. So a lot of you people are going to be thinking, what are you going to do that for? Well, because a lot of my followers game and they wanted that, and so that's what we're doing. I know you don't like talking about anybody alive, but Nathan Patterson, is he exactly who he says he is? I wouldn't know, mate. to be honest. And like, you know, I'm pretty onto it. I'm pretty onto clipping, and yeah, you won't find me speaking another bad word about another creator. Just won't happen. I don't do that. If I got something to say to someone, I'm going to say it to their face. But I don't have anything bad to say about that guy, you know. Oh yeah, Call of Duty Mobile, not bad. Do you have any stories on Adelaide Jail as well? You know anyone that's in there? I know a couple of people that are in there. So I'm actually about to do this video on this person who's a lifer from Adelaide. So yeah, watch this space. So this is what we're going to do. Once I finish the Melbourne underbelly stuff, we're going to do the Sydney underbelly stuff, and then we're going to do the Adelaide underbelly stuff. Did I know a fella at Bowen called Braden Carrington? Nah, I can't say I did. I don't know, mate. Steve, I really don't know. I don't know. I've never done time in New South Wales. I've never done time with Paddo, so it's something that I can't possibly comment on. Would I collab with Spanion? I mean, yeah, I guess so. This is the way I see it, right? I'm 100% all for like Australian creators collabing this and that, but the truth is, a lot of Aussie creators don't have the same thoughts as I do. I'm happy to do collaborations with people, as you know, doing collaborations with TJ, doing collaborations with the Herald Sun, doing collaborations with the Adelaide Advertiser. So I'm all about doing collaborations. It's just a lot of people don't want to do collaborations. All right, so I need some moderators, yeah? So a few of yous are going to get a moderator badge in a moment. And so what does that mean? Bang. Tex, where's AB? AB, AB, AB. All right. Oh, yep, we'll that. Hey, there's Mumsy. Everyone, my mum's in the house. All right, so I've just added 3 new moderators. I don't really think we need any more than that, but I'll change it around so you can all have a go at being a moderator. So what does the moderator do? So if you guys see any trolls or anything and I don't see it, you know, you guys can delete their comments or whatever. Where is Gunhead? All right, I'm back. I can see the chat again now. Yeah, I know. The best thing you can do though, like I've been doing social media for a little bit. I've done TikTok for a long time before I did YouTube. I used to do my ghost hunts live like 4 or 5 times a week. And one thing I learned is you can't feed the trolls. If you feed the trolls, they won't come back. If you open up and give them what they want, they'll come back, you know? Is the tattoo on your face a dragon's head? No, so this is a prison watchtower and that is the prison fence. And that says wanted, which you can hardly see anymore. Cheers. So you guys know I don't drink very often, right? I thought I've had a pretty good couple of weeks. We're going to have a celebration tonight. So I went and bought, as you guys know, I only drink peanut butter whiskey if I decide to drink. But I discovered this other one that's called Screwball. If I'm honest, it's not as nice as, here's me doing friggin' alcohol reviews. It's not as nice as peanut butter whiskey. But what about this? We're thinking, I went to 4 different bottle shops trying to find a bag of ice. I forget it's 2025. When you walk into somewhere in Melbourne and ask if they sell bags of ice, they look at you very funny. And so you've got to reiterate the frozen kind. And so not many people, I could not find any frozen ice anywhere. So I literally went to Macca's and Hungry Jack's and went and got 2 full cups of ice. Now they're sitting in my freezer. Boof. 10 points for thinking, Biffo. What the hell is peanut butter whiskey? So it's like whiskey, but it doesn't taste like whiskey. It tastes like peanut butter. It tastes more like butternut snaps than anything, but it doesn't taste like butternut snaps, if that makes sense. Hey, Biss, first timer, just staying warm in Bathurst. Love your work. Thank you, Louis, for joining. Benjamin Davis says everyone has to take a shot when Biff is asked to explain his face tats. Oh my god. You guys watch. Now that he said that, you watch. Like it happens. It's got to be the most asked question I get asked all the time. I think the history of Port Arthur and the Crims is something worth talking about. Yeah, definitely. So I've actually got on my drone, as you guys know, no one's allowed at Port Arthur anymore. So they've shut down the whole Port Arthur. And yeah, they didn't shut my drone down though, did they? So yeah, got some drone footage. Oh, actually, so guys, so today, as I told you, I was going to do some walking around, and so today I went and done some filming at the MAP, so Melbourne Assessment Prison. So keep your eye out for that video. It's pretty good. I actually stopped a screw and asked if they wouldn't mind talking, and they said they'd talk, but just not with their face on camera. So you hear I sit there for about 15 minutes asking the screw questions and stuff like that. It was a female screw, and she was telling me about how she got attacked. And yeah, so I'll drop that video over the weekend. Definitely got to watch it. I just went there in February. Yeah, so I haven't been there since 2020. Obviously, I was released 2021 was my last sentence. But yeah, as I said in that video, you can't go to prison in Victoria without going through the MAP. It's as simple as that. Yeah, no. So I didn't go in there. You're not allowed anywhere near inside with the camera running. So I was just walking around the outside. I actually told this. So you've got to watch it because I tell about this story that no one knows about one POW member trying to escape another POW member out of the MAP with a pretty serious piece of machinery. And that's also in that video as well. So yeah, keep your eye out for that one over the weekend. Thank you, Jay. Big, can you please shout out me so my girlfriend will keep watching with me? Michael Chandler, tell your girl I said it's very important. You got to watch. It's Wednesday night live Q&A. It's very important. Michael Chandler. It's a mad feeling, Biff, riding past on the hog, given it's a first. Yeah, 100%. You know, the last time that kind of happened to me, you'll see it in one of TJ's videos. I was actually, so before I got locked up on my 9-year sentence, so about a week before, I was coming back from Stall and we drove past MRC, and I said to my cousin, joking, I said, I'll probably be back in there next week. Yep, ate my own words very quick. I was back in there the next week and I ended up doing 9 years. Didn't come home for 9 years. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, so I wondered when they were going to be fully closed. Cause I'm too bad for the good ones. Yeah, on the sauce tonight, mate. I just switched to Ned Kelly premix over Woodstill. Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. I generally don't. I don't really drink like. Um, Hey, gunhead. All right, bro. Only because you insisted. Gunhead. Oh, yeah, it's freezing here. Never write your name in prison. You'll be back to right. Yep, that's a true story. I believe it too. So I remember the very first time I got locked up, all the way from the very first police cell I was locked up in, all the way to the map. I wrote my name on every single bit of thing I could. And then when I got to prison, all the old school boob heads said, I hope you didn't write your name anywhere, mate, because you'll be back to rub it off. And I was like, no way. I literally wrote my name in 20 different fucking places. And yes, that's what I should have said as well. Thank you, Mumsy. Gunhead, you should absolutely be proud of yourself. That's an awesome effort. Great work. How bad is Scarb South? If you ask me, Scarb South, Scarb North, both of them as equally as bad, are the worst units in the Victorian prison system 100%. How do you handle superiors at work, real life disrespecting you? So, I mean, I'm a full time YouTuber, so I am my own boss. But I guess my last job that I worked at, I actually had to leave because I was going to end up getting locked up again because my boss was disrespecting me and treating me like his other workers. And yeah, I kindly told him that yeah, you'll never be talking to me like that again unless you want to be picking up your teeth with broken fingers. And I left my job that day. Where's the map? So it's in Spencer Street. So it's right on the corner of Spencer Street and Latrobe, maybe. Uncle Frankie told me to never turn around and look at jail. 100% told me that too. So that's something I do as well. So from the moment I walk out that door, I do not look back. Not once. Walk straight to the car or wherever you're going. Do not look back at the prison. When I first got locked up at 10 years old, I remember seeing the names on the wall. The deeper you go in the system, the more you see on the names. Oh, that's crazy getting locked up at 10. My cousin got locked up around the same age though. Oh, my niece actually. Heath Kelly, pleased to meet you two. Have you considered streaming on SteamYard where people can grab a link and get? Yeah, so I usually do. So I usually do go live on StreamYard, but I just because I'm in Melbourne filming at the moment, I'm just going live on my phone. So, but yeah, when I'm back home, 100% we go live on StreamYard and I go live on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube at the same time. Freddie says it's good to come across a channel that's genuine. There's one There's one that talk the talk but haven't walked the walk. Authenticity is everything. Nice work. Thank you, Freddie. So I bought the new DJI Mic Mini, which is so much better than just shooting with the GoPro. So you just clip this little bad boy on my collar or whatever, bang, hook it up to my GoPro, and then I've got another one if I need to talk to anyone else in the street, bang, just clip this on their collar. But yeah, you'll have to wait till I get home when I post all the footage that I've been shooting since I've been in Melbourne. I think you guys are going to be impressed. Joe Hip, thank you, mate. I'm a big fan of chopping myself. I actually knew the guy personally. Have you ever watched After Prison Show with Joe? No, I haven't. Going on from Townsville. Oh, welcome in, Townsville. If someone messed with me today, would I fight him still? So here's the truth, right? I don't claim to be the toughest guy in the world. Never have, never will be, right? But I think if I thought that I was in danger and I thought that then people were going to attack me, like I would definitely retaliate. Like I'm not going to let someone put their hands on me and not do anything about it. But the truth is, like I've got more self-control now than I have ever, and like these days I would rather diffuse a situation than, dilute someone's life. Welcome in from Adelaide, Brisbane, Croydon, Moorabbin, Hastings. Yeah, I used to live in Hastings. Used to live in West Park. Tasmania. AB says the dark web. I love it. Innisfail. Damn, we got people from everywhere. Footscray, Dandenong, Forbes, Sunshine Coast, Perth, Tweed Heads. Nice. Minyip, Hawthorn, Adelaide, Reservoir, Gippsland. Nice. Fucking hell, we got a mixed bag of friggin' licorice here. Harvey Bay. Oh yeah, nice. I've got family in Harvey Bay. I know where you live, Mumsy. Damn, that's mad. That's actually mad. I was going to say, did someone just see something move in the mirror? It's the fucking TV. How'd I go in the city last night? So, yeah, I walked around for a couple of hours. So, I got a little bit of footage. So, I won't go into too much detail, but I was walking away and I could hear this guy yelling, right? And it sounded like he was yelling at his missus, yeah? And you know what I'm like? I'm just like, I don't like that shit, yeah? And then it actually sounded like, and I'm talking from a block away, yeah? And you can see all this on the camera. You can just see on the camera small people. And as I get closer, they're getting closer and closer. And as I rock up, this girl's on the ground and this dude's like pretty much standing over her yelling. And yeah, I asked if she was all right. Let's just say that. And you'll have to wait till the video to watch it. Thank you, thank you. If someone is bullying or putting someone down, how should they handle it? Only using violence as the last resort. Look, bullies are the same as trolls. They only feed off what you give them. So, like, literally, if you give them nothing, walk away. Don't let them see that you're fucking bothered by them, and just disengage. Simple as that. 100%. Can we all thank you, Evie? Thank you, everyone else that said that. Can we please all? We've got 161 people in here. We've only got 41 likes. I reckon that we can get that up to 70 likes in the next 10 seconds, 15 seconds. What do you reckon? I grew up out from Beenleigh, Queensland. Oh no way, that's where I did my parole, just near there. Right near Logan. Is Dave the Jew real? So here's the truth, right? So everyone always asks me about Dave the Jew, and I've never met anybody in my life other than Chopper that can say that Dave the Jew was a real person. Enjoy. Thank you, AB. Righto, let's go like this. Pin. Boof. Oh, Windaroo, yeah, I know where that is. The Asian gang leader, hardcore. Let me tell you something right now, right? And I've seen so many people come unstuck because of this. So people think because generally Asians are a lot smaller than, say, Anglo Saxons or Islanders or whatever, right? So I've seen so many people think because they're picking on someone smaller than them that they're not going to get fucked up. And I have seen people get seriously filleted by, and the thing is, right, when you fall out with the Asians, you are not fighting with one Asian. You have got dead set 15 ninjas coming at you with ninja swords and like attacking you all at once. Yeah, look, I'm not saying, right, but it's a well known fact that Chopper, he even said it himself, like, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. But, like, my family have been kind of involved in that life, and, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Dave the Jew is a made up person. I love the all you can eat. Oh my God, right near Hyperdome. I know the exact one you're talking about. How good is that? Right near the IGA. Yeah, TJ says, what's a biff? I asked him the other day, I said, do you want to know what my Arabic name is? He said, yeah, what's that? I said, Habif. That's my Arab name. Do you want to know my Indian name? Bifapuna Pina Hasapina Pedaloff. Do you want to know my Aboriginal name? Biff Noogly Noogly Wayana Nanawana Pingu. When am I going on Fat TV's podcast? I guess when Fats invites me, I suppose. How do you think old mate childcare worker who would be... Yeah, mate, old mate childcare workers in for a lifetime of hell. TJ, what are you doing, my brother? Did you do much time in New South Wales prisons? No, I haven't. I haven't done any time in New South Wales prisons. And all you can eat KFC, damn, that would be, for me, that's like a fucking dream come true. I commented on your videos before about my mum was at Chopper's wedding and the chief armed robbery squad was at the wedding. DJ and Neville Bardos there as well. Yeah, so this is what people don't know. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. So Neville Bartos, people say that, you know, the Neville Bartos is based on Chris Liapos or whatever, but it's definitely based on Alphonse Gangitano. But Neville Bartos is actually a real person. So Neville Bartos is the person who runs Chopper Reed's merchandise store in Collingwood. That's who Neville Bartos is. So he's known Chopper since they were kids, and Chopper said, I will put your name in the movie. And that's how Neville Bartos's name came about. Who are your favourite prison channels on YouTube, Biff? Well, but there's not many that do it in Australia. I guess, Spanian. I used to watch Spanian a lot, but he doesn't really do much prison stuff anymore. Um, but I watched like Lockdown 23 and 1. I watched K Frog. I don't mind K Frog. I reckon he's all right. That dude kind of reminds me of myself. And so that's why I kind of got into him. If you guys haven't seen K Frog, like, you got to watch it. This guy was like a single white guy in a black prison, like running an absolute muck. And yeah, like he had a phone with him the whole time, and he's like got actual footage of him in prison. And yeah. Hey, we got up to 88. Look at that. 88 likes. Let's go. Oh, look. I think I think I think for me to comment on that would be kind of silly, but I think you all know that there's probably only one. The one that he got away with. So the only reason I watched down Lockdown 23 is because he was actually the first person who started doing prison stuff on YouTube. And so I've kind of been following him for a little while now. I'm born the same month and day as John Bunting, 22 years apart. Damn, John Bunting, what a character that guy was. My God. Evil. Nah, I don't watch 1090, Jake. Geez, everyone's smashing me with the Pato questions tonight. I don't know Pato personally. I don't know him personally. Do I have a problem with him? Do I have any issues with him? No, absolutely not. I just don't know the guy personally. Pino. Oh, yeah, wood chipper. Yeah, you know what? I actually used to watch JD Delay a lot. And then I was watching one of his lives one day, and he kept reading out my question and not answering it. And I was like, what the hell is your problem, bro? And yeah, so I just stopped watching him. Was in B Division with Robert Wagner? No way. Yeah, I don't mind Pino as well. So I only really got onto Pino just recently. Apparently, Pato and Moody are having a boxing match, so maybe that's the interest. Yeah, look, I don't. To be honest, if you ask me, I don't think Moody will. He's been getting called out. Like I said, I done TikTok before I done YouTube, and he's been called out 100 times. He always says yes, but will never do it. Maybe I should do it. Let's go. Oosh. Nah, who said that? Biffy is still making music. So nah, I haven't made any music. I haven't done anything like that. All that's kind of been put on the back burner since I've been doing YouTube. And yeah, but I can't even tell you the last time I sung a song, to be honest. I've been told. Yeah, look, I've been told that around that too. It's a fact. It's on. It's all over the internet. It's a fact. My grandfather did time with Mr. Stinky years ago. Oh, you know where Mr. Stinky does his prison time, yeah? Oh, prison toilet fishing. So as soon as I get back, if you guys, so someone just said when I'm going to make the prison cooking videos. So as soon as I get back, I'll start doing them. I've got everything there ready to go. I've just got to make it now. Welcome in, Craig. Better late than never, brother. Hey, them pizzas are good, eh? Thank you, AB. Oh, I just realised that was your pinned comment. Love your content. One of my most watched channels on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Paul Murphy. What is in the mirror? See the people. It's the TV. It's the TV. Meagering saved me. Yeah, meagering saved me many nights too. 100%. Meagering are the go-to meal when you don't want to eat those putrid meals that are coming up on the Bain Maries. Oh yeah, garlic bread. You know what I used to love making? I don't want to say it because I'll say it. I used to love making the jam donuts. You know, with the cup and the bread. I'll make a video. I don't want to spoil it. Ever had Mustafa's kebabs in Shepparton? 100%. So they used to have a Mustafa's kebabs in Benalla as well. But yeah, I've had Mustafa's kebabs lots of times. Did I upset you, bro? I didn't mean to. No, no. No, not at all. How fast has your was there any video content that shot you up in subscribers? Yeah, I guess obviously there's been a big growth in subscribers. Um, Almost 10,000 in just under three weeks. So it worked out that I was gaining about 750 subscribers a day over the last 3 weeks. But yeah, just over 10,000 subscribers in just under 3 weeks. $50K subs December. Yeah, definitely. Let's go for 100. No worries, TJ. Thanks for joining, brother. If you haven't already, guys, jump over there and shoot TJ a follow. Absolute legend. Thank you, mate. I think so too, you know. I hope so, AB. I think so too. So I said that to TJ the other day when we were filming, you know. He said, where do you think you'll be in December? And I said, 100. I said, that's where I think I'll be. Bam. And then I'll have the silver plaque. Then we go for the gold plaque. Then we go for the diamond plaque. Baby steps, one step at a time. What's my favourite movie? Scarface. Without a doubt. Love it. I will watch that movie 4 times a day if I could. And you know what? I will honestly say this. It's probably one of very few movies that I could watch that is just as good the 1 millionth time I watched it as the first time I watched it. Got to start playing your silver play button party. True. And my second favorite movie is Chopper. Like 100%. That is absolute cinema genius. 100%. 100%. We love what TJ does. Al Pacino, what a legend. What a legend. I always thought Hastings was upper class, holiday haven. What's the go with drugs and crime? So when I lived in Hastings, I used to call it Moe by the Bay. So people used to say, what's Hastings like? I'm like, bro, Hastings is like, so all the people that don't last in Frankston end up in Hastings. It's like literally the end of the line. There's one more station after it, and that's Stony Point. And there ain't nothing there except for a fishing pier. Now look what you've done. Your mum's upset. 1930 Paul Muni Scarface. Yeah, actually that's actually not too bad, that. I've seen it. Isn't it called scatterfino? Mr. In Between is brilliant. Oh yeah, Blue Murder's so good too. Blue Murder's actually a very, very... So, I had Blue Murder and owned Blue Murder for probably 10 years and didn't know that it was a double-sided DVD. And so one day I was watching it with my mate and I was like, bro, I love this show, but it's got the shittest ending out of any show I've ever watched. He's like, bro, went to my DVD player, turned the DVD upside down, double-sided DVD. Mel forgot the bait. How good's that? Oh, what's that? Ah, it's an original oven, mate. Don't make them like they used to. I'll tell you what, like one of the major things that affects me with my multiple sclerosis is my memory, but I'm so wrapped that I can still remember songs and movies. Oh, Blue Murder's great. VCR, yeah. Do I know Ocker? Well, I know two different Ockers actually. Do you want to know a funny story? So I had a few Islander mates when I was in prison. I've said this before. I was good mates with Dave from the Fallon Show podcast, and the boys used to invite me down to the haka practice. And the very first time I went down there, I knew that when they say "What's your whānau," that most of them start with the word Ngāti, and I knew that they all call people Ockers from Australia. And so the dude goes, "You can't come in here. What's your whānau?" And I said, "My whānau is Ngāti Ocker." And he laughed that much and let me into haka practice. First name starts with G. It's just a bit of going, Mark. Thank you. Create. Did you ever see anything in prison that really turned your stomach? Yeah. Yep. So the day that I seen the guy cut his dicky bird off and then continued to swallow it and eat it, that was pretty fucking mental to watch. And like, yeah, that was something else. And the screws were that scared to go near him. The screws were that scared to go near the guy. And I'm not even kidding you. The blood was squirting out further than pee would. And like he was just gave himself a snipperdectomy. Straight up homemade snipperdectomy. Yeah. And then he ate it. So I think in the government prisons, it's going to be a little bit harder. And now that they're closing down Port Phillip, here's the thing, right? So at Port Phillip, everyone goes up to the medical centre together. Protection and mainstream at the medical centre together. So that's where you get your hands on them. That's where I got my hands on Harley Hicks, the guy that killed the baby in Bendigo. And yeah. Now I know, Mumsy, it's gross. Why do prisoners do such outlandish things? Is it to force the guards? Yeah, so I guess I had this one mate that was like a self-herter. I don't want to say that word because I don't know if I'm allowed to. But like he literally cut his own jugular because the screw said that he wouldn't do it. And he literally cut his jugular just to prove to the screw that he would do it. Nearly lost his life that day. And like I've seen some blood, but like there was some blood in that cell, let me tell you that. Did he like sausage rolls? Can't stop laughing, Biff. That's putrid. He must have been hungry. Yeah, it's gross. Have you had the Johnny Hoppers or any other crims try and set you up to do a bid? 100%. So actually, TJ's dropping his video this week, and I tell a story about. I don't want to ruin TJ's video, but there is a time where the cops actually tried setting me up and actually tried taking my life that night, and yeah, old Biffo was onto it 1,000,000%. Wasn't brought down in the last shower. My name's Billy Hunt, not silly fella. Hey, hey, Colin William, can I just say, anybody that identifies in any way is welcome upon my page, but I have noticed you being quite forward to some of the men in my chat, and could you maybe please not be as, some people might not appreciate it. That's all I'm saying. Have I heard of others besides Chopper cutting his ears off? Yeah, so I can't remember his name. So when I was at Port Phillip, this guy done it. But he cut the tops of his ears off. So, like, he's only got half ears. I barrack for the Mighty Blues. Maybe not this year, but we are still the Mighty Blues. Be who you are, but don't be a sleaze or a weirdo. That's right. Exactly right. Like, this is the Chaos Chronicles chat, not the Peel. Oi, Colin, you bloody legend. Thank you for the super chat, Colin, you bloody legend. It's so much different. See, I can't pin them. I can't pin them on here. What was I in for? Which time? I have only ever been locked up for serious violent offences. I'm not proud of it, but it's the truth. I've never been in trouble for stealing so much as a Mars bar. Thank you, Colin. I witnessed my assailant cutting his pinky finger off. No way. Hey, wait. Was his name Dale? Was his name Dale? Because if his name's Dale, I know exactly who you're talking about. Blonde hair. Last name starts with L. Oh, Gary Webb, yeah. Asian lady. At Port Phillip. Do I know any Kerrs in Victoria? I do. I know a couple. I know a couple of brothers. One of them's dead now. Let's go. We did. We got them up past 100. We're almost at 110. Let's go. Anyone who's in the chat now and you haven't already pressed that like button right there, if you could please help the chat out and just smash that like button for me, that'd be absolutely appreciated. And if you haven't hit that bloody subscribe button somewhere there, I've recently subscribed to your channel and love watching it. If you can do an episode on the Milpera Massacre. Yeah, so when I do my Sydney stuff, like the Milpera Massacre will definitely be on there for sure. when you are. So yeah, it's up to them, but it's going to be over the next couple of weeks, I think. Did I have any contact with Bandali Deb? So no, I didn't. But true story. So Jason Roberts was my sister's boyfriend in high school. True story. So we all went to the same high school. So my whole family and Jason Roberts and his family, and yeah, my sister was with Jason for about 12 months, I think. Thank you, Stewie. Thank you, mate. Why don't they bring back capital punishment? I don't know. I often ask myself that question, and I think the only people that should get it should be like, sex offenders and people that hurt children, PDF files and stuff like that. Debs took the car to my uncle's to get the window replaced. Damn. What a silly move. That was what sunk him. Like you would think after doing something as drastic as that, you'd get rid of the vehicle that you'd done it in. Just stupid. Yeah. But it's all right. I knew what you mean. Extradited means moved from state to state. Deported means, overseas, back home kind of thing. Biff, do you make reasonable money from YouTube? I mean, I'm a full-time YouTuber. I don't work. So I guess I do okay. Just subscribe, Navy guy from Melbourne, loving the content. Now in New South Wales. Can't wait for next year. Biff and the Chaos Crew. True. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Commander. Are you still on probation? No comment. It would be parole. Do you ever come across a small fella named Jesse who was from Avoca, shot his dealer in the head and drove him into a landmine in Avoca? Used to work with him at a winery. Nah, can't say that I did. Fucking oath, thank you, you bloody legend. Thank you, fucking oath. Remember, declare YouTube as a hobby. That's right. I'm a YouTube hobbyist. So you can actually have it set up so it gets taxed before you get it anyway. Have you seen Mobland? Yeah. Oi, how good is it? My God, don't do that to us. Don't bring out a series and then not bring out number 2. What is going on with that? How good was Mobland? I love it. There's another one as well. Mobland and... I was watching them both. Did I know Blackie Morgan before he passed? Yep. And Jappy. Yep. And Drew. I knew them all. I'll tell you a funny story, right? So that video that I posted about the 6-year-old girl that stood up in court for me and said that I didn't point the gun at her, and her family said that I did. So that person was Jappy and Blackie's cousin, right? And so when I was at Port Phillip, I was in Scarb South, Jappy was in Scarb North, and he calls me to the fence and he said, hey, why are you calling my cousin Clinton a dog? And I was like, because he is a fucking dog, Jappy. He's like, what are you call my cousin a fucking dog? I said, wait there, mate. Back in a sec. Went into my cell, went and got the brief, came back out, boof. I was like, there, shut up, you old prick. He's a fucking dog. What do I think of Michael Franchese, the ex-mob boss? I mean, yeah, you got to respect his hustle. Brendan Hawkins, how you going? Oh yeah, The Godfather of Harlem. So I started watching that. You know what actually is not too bad? I don't want no hate for this, but Yellowstone's got some pretty good scenes in it. Mr. In Between was awesome, and like I said in my last live, if you haven't jumped on YouTube and watched The Magician, so just type in The Magician in YouTube search engine and you'll come up with the movie that they made, which was the pilot to make that series. So Ray's about 10 years younger, maybe even more, and it's called The Magician. It's fucking awesome. Oh, yeah? Yep. Was a Kin is about the Irish crime. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the Kinahans. I'll check it out, Colin. Hey, yeah, Breaking Bad was pretty good too. Blue Murder's a bloody good series, you're right. Did I ever come across Orpho? If you're talking about the Orpho whose first name starts with C, yeah, I did. Knew him quite well. Great footballer. Yeah, the dude had a bit of pull inside too, I will say. Have you caught up with anyone you done time with? All the time. All the time. I can't even say the last time I came to Melbourne and didn't catch up with someone I've done prison time with. It even happened today. Actually, so today it happened again it happened twice today when I was walking through Swanson Street. A couple of people realised and said, hey, Chaos Chronicles. Shogun. Yeah, that's good. That's about the Japanese whatever it's called. Fucking ninjas, whatever they are. Babe's a good movie, or Babe, good movie, Hector. You calling me, Babe? Biff, most important question of all time, Holden or Ford? Look, I I own a Ford, right? But I'm a Holden man. I have a Ford, but I'm a Holden man. I know. But listen, I've only just got my license back. I haven't had my license for 3 years, so yeah, it is what it is. And my camper van just wasn't fast enough. Valiant, yeah, I'm all for a bit of Mopar. You're a fence sitter? Yeah, well, true. Yeah, please, Colin. I've asked nicely, bro. I'm being respectful, and it's like it's starting to offend people in the chat. Please, mate, go the 265 Hemi. Fucking oath. My mate had a VC Valiant VC Valiant, and that thing was fucking nice. Had Venetians in the back, like that thing was Mickey Mouse. Your party nice for a felon. Oh, thank you. We don't use that word in Australia. Hey Biff, do you know? Yeah. Look, Charlie, I did. Yep. Actually, what a fucking legend he is. But listen, we've got to. I've got to like. It's different. You guys are asking me. I suppose I'm just saying yes or no. I did know that, but like, yeah, I don't do the name dropping thing myself though. That's all. I'm in the pub now. Where's six pack charger? Triple Weber's mind blowing noise. Yeah, 100%. If you ask me right now, I'll tell you that the 186S was the best engine that Holden ever brought out. 186S, Triple Weber's, fucking nice engine. The tobacco wars is out of control. Well, I know. Do you know what? I can't believe this. So my son, right? So my son just moved back in with me, and so he said something the other day about, "Oh, can you just grab me a packet of White Ox when you're down the street?" I was like, "Yeah, no worries." $120 for a 30-gram pouch of White Ox. $120? What the hell? Oh, thank you, Paul. All right, let's have another tea party. Wait. What did I miss? Text. Um, yeah, they were, but it's all right. Well, I've asked nicely. If it happens again, well, you know, I'm not the fucking Red Cross. Have I seen Kiwi prices? Nah, what's it like? I'll grab another beer then. Cheers, let's go. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, that just, because I accidentally poured too much ice in, that just means I have to pour more peanut butter whiskey in. Drink responsibly. Same goes, big nose. $100. Every single time I go into a vape shop, there's always some professional in there buying ciggies or a vape. As a matter of fact, last night when I had a meeting with the producers from the other paper, so that they asked me where they could buy a vape from in Melbourne. I was like, mate, you are in the right place. You could literally throw a stone and it will hit a vape shop in Melbourne CBD. Vapes got massive expensive too. I remember when they more than doubled overnight. I remember when they were $20 and then the next day they were $50. Did I ever make a prison brew? Yeah, so I did. And so I actually made a prison brew one time. So as you guys know, I made a video on Brendan Bereshon, who's one of my close mates in jail, and so I actually nearly killed him one day. So we were drinking it. I made Pruno, let it sit for 2 weeks, and yeah. So what I didn't do was I didn't. So it was actually supposed to have. It was like methanol. So he had methanol poisoning. I actually went into his cell the next morning, and he was lying on the floor in Scarborough South. And that just proves that they don't do a head count in the morning because he was out for hours, he reckons. And he was out of it. And like I thought he was dead. Was paying 45 and then found the next block 30. Yeah, 100%. Hey, Biff, I did time at MRC, the Deacon unit, and met a short, cocky bloke called Harley Hicks. He told me everyone in the unit he was innocent and framed by the police. All right, so other people might not realise where the Deacon unit is, but I know where the Deacon unit is. And Harley Hicks is as guilty as fuck of that. He tried to blame his own twin brother for it. And I am so glad I punched that guy's head in friggin' Port Phillip Medical. I knew a guy that was spotlighting Fulham at night. Not a smart thing to do. Yeah, true. I learned how to deal by selling smokes and porn at school. Oi, me too. That's exactly how I learned. Deacon unit is the boneyard, yes. Are prison escapes still possible? 100%. It does not matter what technology, technologica. It doesn't matter what technology they bring out. The crooks will always, one up it. Yeah, it's the boner. It's the Casey Stoner, mate. Got busted on my old man. Made me smoke stale. Oh yeah, so you know what my old man did that when he caught me smoking. We used to have horses and stuff, and yeah, the place where we used to adjust our horses. So when my dad caught me smoking, took me down there, and he put like a horse tail hair out of the horse tail and put it in the smoke and made me smoke. Yeah, well, look, when they brought out the new Ford, the new ignition system on the Ford in like fucking 1998 or whenever it was, and they said they parked that car and they had this big car show on the Sydney foreshore out the front of the Sydney Opera House, and they invited every car thief in Melbourne to come and try and steal this car, and for days no one could do it. And then one day a tradie walked up with his work boots on and just booted the fucking front bumper as hard as he could. And I don't know if you guys know this, but poof, when you do that, all the fucking buttons come up on your car. Kano, when it says rough, I just got a hiding. When you coming back to Tassie, Biff, I miss you, big fella. Hey, what are you doing, Trey? What have you been doing, Trey? So Trey was a dude that I met when I was over in Tassie filming over there, and yeah, done me a solid, didn't you, Trey? Fucking looked after the boy from Victoria. Escort ciggies, yeah. You know what I used to love? I used to love Peter Stuyvesant's. I used to love them. I don't know, there was something about that soft packet that I used to love, just giving it the flick underneath and the smoke comes out. Fucking beauty. I suppose it's kind of like the double happiness. Should do a podcast, stories and interviews. Oh, you haven't seen my channel, bro? Bro, I've got over 300 fucking podcasts. But I am starting to do interviews. Yeah, just one thing at a time. Does anyone remember the boxing trainer Brian Levere from the old Bayswater gym? Nah. Who? I don't. Who's from Melbourne? Who grew up in Melbourne and used to go to Don Bosco? Did anyone used to go to Don Bosco? Biff, when I was in protection at Deakin and Bellbridge in MRC, was lots of drug dealers who did time, commercial trade. So many blokes were in protection from mainstream. Brother, don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not saying one bad thing about you being protection. I've said this in many videos, brother. I've seen so many good dudes go to protection that just didn't want to get stabbed by 10 blokes, or just didn't want to get stabbed, or didn't want to die. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Cyborg Boxing, ADX Florence, Supermax Prison in the USA looks pretty escape proof. Black Dolphin in Russian. Have you ever seen documentaries on this prison? Yeah, so on both of them I have. So I think I've done a reaction video on the ADX Florence. And I think I might have even done a reaction video on the Dolphin one too. Like, I forget. Like, I've been doing YouTube for bloody 2 years now. It's crazy. Almost 3. I just wish that I put all the hard work in that I'm putting in now at the start. But I guess it is what it is, and it's all paying off now. I've got 150 people in here at the moment. I just love the way that the channel is moving at the moment. It just actually couldn't make me happier. Sydney Road, Brunswick, saved my ass with Les 20man, mate. Biff saved my ass with. Wait, did I? They had a boxing gym. Yep, at the old MRC, 100%. They used to have right underneath the guard tower. There used to be a boxing ring there, 100%. Don Bosco did. Yeah, how good was Don Bosco? Yep, in-ground trampolines, volleyball. It was fucking grouse. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. It's good content, the great message, and the engagement with the fans, bro. All hard work worth it. Oh, thank you, mate. Hey, Biff, can you study and get a degree in prison free, because my son has a huge hex fee that as the government. So yeah, you can. So my brother done his engineering degree over his 6-year sentence. So my brother's a qualified engineer, all paid for by the Victorian government. You can do most university courses that are on offer in prison. And as a matter of fact, the prison would like you to do that. Biff, in your opinion, do you agree that the map has the best food? Fucking oath. Yep, them cream buns, mate. And I'm not, Colin, don't even start. But them cream buns are fucking mad. And I would have to say that, yeah, it's either Map or Barwon. Barwon's got pretty good food too. All right, I will do that, Commander. Do you think Malat's brother was involved? Oh, I don't know. There's not really much evidence. Do you know what I mean? I think media makes things, hype things up a lot more than what they really are. Do you know what I mean? There's no physical evidence that his brother was involved in. Do you hear that? I think this joint's haunted, I swear to God. Do you hear that again? Do it again. What the It did, like, yeah. All right, Night Rider, thanks for joining, brother or sister. I guess it's 2025. You can't assume anymore. You know what I mean? Someone who you might think is a male or a female could identify as a fucking trout. It's 2025. It's Chop Chop saying g'day, true. You'd know it was Chopper if you flicked the glasses off my head. He's like, fucking I can't wear sunglasses, so you can't. A trout is wild. I'm the Prime Minister of Narnia. Oh, yeah? Seacott Prison, yeah, 100%. Seacott's pretty bad. Yep. Thank you, Ben. Hope you're well too. Oi, I'm the cat. Well, there you go. See what I mean? It's 2025. You can't assume. No, but I did time with him at Barwon. Oh yeah, Port Putra's smiley grey chicken Maryland. You gotta love them. But here's the truth: if you want to eat at Port Phillip, you got to get the fucking steamed chickens. Otherwise, you're eating meagering every night. 100%. Like I've done solitary confinement. Like the longest time I done in the slot in one time was 19 months. And like that was enough. Like imagine being 100% darkness. You can't hear another sound. That would be bad. Did you go to any youth camps in Victoria? Like, no, I didn't, mate. I didn't. So yeah, I suppose I was pretty lucky, and yeah, I was pretty lucky, I suppose. Biff did an episode on Frankie. I did. Did someone ask me to do an episode on Frankie? He did. Frankie actually passed away at my girlfriend's place. Thank you, Kano Ed, for the base level membership. Yeah, I knew him quite well. I know his daughters. I know his Mrs. Beck. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Welcome aboard the Chaos Train. Hey, if you guys haven't seen, yesterday I dropped 3 new merchandise designs on my merchandise store. And yeah, so we've got loose lips sink ships. We have got a welcome aboard the Chaos Train, and I done a new if you see the police with the Warner Brothers sign, but it says if you see the police, warn a brother. So I done a new one of those because I think the old one was pretty dodgy looking, and so we've got a new one of those. Jiwa, how you going, mate? So yeah, they've already started moving people into Western Plains. I was in B Transit with Frankie. Oh, there you go. Awesome. Johnny McCall was good boxing trainer from Glebe. Yep. He's got a good name all around Australia, that guy. Oh, the Beware of OG shirt. So do you know how that T-shirt came about? So on my very first podcast backdrop, I used to have this sign on my gate that said "Beware of dog," right? And I remember one day I walked past and I thought I could cross out that D and it will say "Beware of OG," and I put a dot in the middle. That's how that T-shirt came about. And then I put that. That was on my backdrop of my podcast, Beware of OG, and then everyone said you should make that into a T-shirt. So I did. Oh, you going, Mumsy? All right, Mumsy. Love ya. Love ya, Mumsy. Hey, that mum there, best mum in the world, 100% hands down. Fucking superhero, that woman. No, I haven't been to juvie. No. The closest I've been to juvie was when I was younger. when me and my brother were naughty, and my dad used to fucking drop us off out the front of Tirana and leave us there and like come and pick us up 5 minutes later. That's the closest I did. I think that was enough to fucking scare the shit out of me, actually. Thank you. You guys all show my mum so much love. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh, 100%. If you ask me the toughest person I ever met in my life, you probably think I'm going to say some criminal's name. Nah, mate. Mum. That mum is the toughest person. Look, she's saying don't drink too much. I won't, mum. I won't. 100%. And you know what? I've been saying it so much lately. I love this little community that we've built here, and I love it. It's awesome. Mum should always be the one you fear. Yeah, look, do you know what? Uh, like my mum and my children, like the fear I have is fear of disappointing. Do you know what I mean? My mum's never given me a reason to be scared of her. Um, but yeah, I've always been scared of disappointing my mum, you know? All right, Tex. I'll ring you tomorrow. So I've got my neurology appointment tomorrow afternoon, and I'll ring you when I'm on my way back. And if you want, we'll go suss that area out. Biff, what's your opinion on wall bangers in the slot? Yay or nay? Fuck the wall bangers in the slot, mate. Fuck the 24-hour yelling out all day and all nighters. Oh, I hate that shit, mate. Seriously, and I hate it. Like, at least have some little bit of respect for your fellow crooks, not to fucking bang and scream and yell all night and shit, you know? Yeah, nah, I don't, you know, I never want to let my mum down. My loves me the most, and you got exactly what I mean. 100%. Oh, Shane Smith with the bloody, what is that thing? Thank you, Shane Smith. So I'm on my phone, yeah. Usually I can pin these stuff when I'm on my PC and stuff, but I'm staying abroad as we speak. But thank you, Shane. Absolute legend. Thank you, mate. During the footy, they used to kick the doors. Oh, I hate it. How fucking annoying is it? Even when you're in the unit, even when you're in the unit and people start banging the doors and that when they kick a goal, like I'm not gonna lie, I've punched on over it. I've literally punched on over it, and I don't care. It's like it's disrespectful to all your fellow crooks if you think you're gonna stay up all night and bang it on the fucking wall, keeping me awake, and I'm not gonna do nothing about it. Like, I'm not saying I'm any fucking hero, but all I'm saying is like I'm that person who will stick up for everyone else in the unit because no one else will. Biff, do you know Daniel Hope? Yeah, yep. So, true story. So, when I was at MRC 2010, when Daniel Hope first came in, so he came into the young offenders unit. I was in Cambridge at the time. I was working in the kitchen, and he was only 16 years old. And I promise you, everything that him and Dave say he fucking was, mate. That kid. I'll tell you something, right? This one time I got locked up, right? I got locked up and I got put in the slot, and Daniel was down there, right? And he goes, "Oh, is that you, Biff?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, put your feet on the bed." I go, "What?" He goes, "Put your feet on the bed." I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I swear to God, 10 minutes later, the amount of water that come rushing through my door and every other cell door in the slot, he literally flooded the whole slot out just to show me that he could do it. No, I didn't, Paul. Oh, and he is a fucking big boy. Let me tell you, that guy was the biggest guy in the yard when he was 16 years old. He's been locked up since 2010, so he's been in there for 15 years. That kid went in there for 18 months. 18 months. Oh yeah, I'm from Cranbourne as well. That's where I grew up. I done my first half of my youth at Cranbourne and then the second half in Benalla. But I done all my schooling at Cranbourne. I went to Lyndhurst Secondary College and Rangebank Primary School. I actually went to Cranbourne Primary School for a little bit. Terpy buds used to flood out the cells during summer when it got hot. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's it. But mate, that guy, right? Here's the truth. I don't even think that poor kid's got to experience like love, like female love or anything like that. Like I think he's like literally been in prison his whole life. How did I end up in Benalla? Um, I had family members, so I've had family that lived in Benalla their whole life, and the reason we moved from Cranbourne to Benalla is because me and my brother and my sister were all fucking up, and I was always getting in trouble at school. My older brother and sister, I'm talking about the 90s, 96, 97, when it was the heroin epidemic. And, my brother and sister unfortunately got involved in that. And so my mum moved us away to get away from all that. Oh, yeah? So that means you must have went to Cranny Primary. Because I know Peter, I know Mark, I know... What's his other brother's name? I know him well. They actually used to live on Clarendon Street in Cranbourne, right behind Red Rooster. I know him really well. I'm glad you did too, Yaska. But them boys never did jail or anything like that. They were pretty straight up boys. But I actually seen, so Pete O'Brien was helping my dad weld one day. They were actually building this rodeo arena, and so they were making one gate at a time, and they were piling them all up on each other, and the gate fell over, and well, about 10 gates, and actually snapped Peter O'Brien's leg. Where's Tex? Is Tex still in here? Because that happened at Sean's joint, Tex. We've still got 145 people in here. What's the time? It's 9:30. We've been going for an hour and a half. Let's go. Yeah. What about the sizes of these pizzas? That's a $5 slice of pizza. Bloody hell. Remember catching the train out of Cranny to go skate at the shed many moons ago? Yeah, 100%. I used to love the shed. So I used to live in Marinda Park. I still remember when they built the train station at Marinda Park. Thought we were stepping up in the world then. All right, guys, I am going to sign off shortly. I'm got to go do some more filming, but if you guys haven't already watched the video that I dropped tonight, I've done the Amos Atkinson video, and yeah, if you haven't already jumped in there and gave that a look, that'd be awesome. If you could jump over there and have a look at that, and yeah, what else? Is the chat moving for anyone else, or is just no one chatting? Let's get a thumbs up if the chat's working. Seems like it's been still for a very long time. I think my live's broken. Nothing's moving. I think I'm frozen.